And there you have it, guys. There is Chris Eubank Jr. making the rehydration limit. 169.4 he's made. Originally yesterday, he first made or missed by 2 points. 160.2. Then he got back on the scale, 160.5. Okay, or 0.2, then 0.5. All right. And then he made it today. So advantage Chris Eubank Jr. And my counterpunch is I'm glad, I'm happy, because that gives Chris confidence, because had he not, that's a mental blow as well, because, not only you have to pay out the wazoo, you do carry that throughout the fight. You know what I mean? And I think that Chris Eubank Jr. making that weight, this was something experimental. He never really had to do this before, but needless to say, he actually had to make 160 pounds. So, I'm glad that he did. He looked good on the scales, honestly. He didn't look like he was all fried and refried and shriveled up like he did yesterday, trying to make that 160. So that should tell you something. Maybe he should go to 168. That's if he beats Conor Benn, because if he loses to Conor Benn, he will retire. So we will see what happens today. Now, I'm glad that he got closer to 170 than like 165 or 164 or what Conor Benn weighed in at, because, I think the lighter you are, the weaker you are. You know what I mean? The lighter you are, the weaker you are. And I think he's heavier on that heavier end, and think about it. Now he's made the weight so he can eat again. Bars, right? Think about it. So that fight is within the next 2 or 3 hours. So he can eat something sturdy now, you know what I mean? And get that back up or do whatever he needs to do now, so he can come in on the day at about 174. You know what I mean? He can put those solid pounds on. Let's just hope it's digested the right way, but that is a loophole. So a lot of people haven't thought about that, man. He can eat a meal now. You know what I mean? Because he's made that 169.4. He's in between 160 and 170. So he can now enjoy his KFC or whatever they call it in the UK, right? But you guys tell me what you think of Chris Eubank Jr. making the weight within the rehydration clause slot. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. See you live at 1:30 Central Standard Time. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!